The motto for world-class competition has always been faster, higher, stronger. It's the same for Navien, makers of condensing tankless water heaters. Faster to install and set up. Higher performance and efficiency to provide endless hot water. Stronger with the industry's strongest warranty. All because of the copper-free stainless steel heat exchanger built in every unit. Learn about Navien's condensing tankless water heaters and find a Navien contractor at tanklessmadesimple.com. That's tanklessmadesimple.com.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your home is going into foreclosure and you feel like a financial wreck. You don't know where to turn for accurate information. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne. Let's talk about some legal options. If we work quickly, we can propose a plan to save your home, modify the loan, or in many cases even eliminate your second mortgage. The consultation is free. I've helped hundreds of people just like you make informed decisions about whether to save their home or exit it on a reasonable, organized timeline. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
KISW, the Rock of Seattle. If you haven't heard Pain in the Grass, yeah, it is back. And 2019 could be the biggest pain ever. I'll let you be the judge because we got 3 big days of Pain in the Grass. Tuesday, July 30th, Friday, August 2nd, Saturday, August 3rd, all happening at the White River Amphitheater, and the lineup's insane.
Who are you picking as the one you want to see the most?
Oh, you know what? I've never seen Marilyn Manson.
Oh, yeah.
I've never seen Marilyn Manson live, so I think I've seen Slipknot, though it's still, it's a great show, and of course I like Corey, but I think Marilyn's probably the one, yeah.
I've seen Manson, I think this will be my 4th time.
Really?
But I haven't seen him in forever, and I'm most pumped about seeing Marilyn Manson. That and Corrosion of Conformity, because I haven't ever seen those guys.
Yeah, I know you love those dudes.
Yeah, and that's all on Saturday. And then Rob Zombie.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah,
that's right. A Rev situation.
Mm-hmm. Plenty of pyro, I bet.
Oh, God, yes. A lot.
There's going to be so many bands. You know how we do Pain in the Grass. So those are, of course, the big ones we're talking about. Disturbed's going to be there as well. It's going to be, it's just nuts. And you want to be part of this? You can be. Tickets go on sale tomorrow at 10 a.m. at livenation.com. Don't forget, $2 from each ticket sold, benefiting the Vitology Foundation, and they support a lot of great local charities. So you're helping out stuff as well as seeing amazing music. You want all the info for Pain in the Grass 2019? You know where to go. KISW.com.
Let's play B-Migs.
It's time to play the game. Yeah. So everybody scream his name. B-Migs, don't be a loser. Whoa! B-Migs, you're a loser.
It is time to be Migs. It's time to turn down for Thursday.
Turn down for what?
Yeah. That's right. Opening day Thursday. Go Mariners. Yeah, the day's open. Listen, why do you have to be so snarky about people who like sports?
It's open. We've opened it up.
The whole day. You know what?
I hope it swallows you.
Yeah.
Excuse me?
Don't you ever see that meme? That nice meme? Let people enjoy what they like.
Oh, sure, yeah. Go ahead and enjoy what you like.
Yeah.
Have fun with it and be all open.
Oh, you really are just that
opening
guy.
day.
You're such a troll. That's fine.
I love it just because it drives you nuts.
It does. I love baseball. Why do you got to hate on what I love?
Home opener, baby. Yeah. Going to go 3-0 after today. Screw your Red Sox.
Come on, man. This is tough for me.
See, that's why I love this week, too.
Yeah, it's tough. I don't
sweep them.
Me too. I hope so much.
Listen, the Red Sox always play the Mariners always play the Red Sox well. In all their World Series years, the Red Sox have had a 500 or losing record against the Mariners.
Well, this is still a World Series year. They won last year.
That's what I'm saying. Wow. The Mariners play the Red Sox tough no matter how good their team is. There's something about T-Mobile Park they can't win in, the Red Sox.
Well, they've never played at T-Mobile Park.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
it's a whole different thing. Yeah,
it's
maybe
the grand opening of T-Mobile Park, as I like to say.
Yeah, and what do they do? What do they change? Anything besides the sign?
New sign, new food.
Well, the food is always a welcome addition.
And some new members of the team.
A lot of new members.
I'm excited to see Kikachu tomorrow.
Yeah.
I like saying Kikachu.
Yeah.
Wow.
Dude, there was a great article. It might have been yesterday's Times. They explained the logic and the science behind why they've done with the team what they've done. And as a fan, I love looking at that stuff because you go, why did they break up the team? They won like 90 games almost. They could have been, and they had this whole scientific explanation and all of Dipoto and service. I love that geeky stuff. That's why I love baseball.
Defeated.
Okay.
2-0.
Undefeated.
Listen,
Couple years to Bianca Belair in the world of NXT.
A couple years ago, the Yankees made the playoffs. They weren't expected to because they were kind of rebuilding, so maybe that's us. Who
So
knows?
should I put money down in Vegas?
Yes.
On the Mariners?
Always.
Not a whole lot, but yeah, why not?
Yeah. Put down $1.
Put down a little bit.
What if we all chip in, put $100 down on the Mariners to win the World Series?
I would chip in on that because it's something we can do together, and then the odds are insane. For them to go to the World Series, they have got to be, 300, 400, 500 to odds? They got to
Oh, yeah. If we put down 100, man, that's a payday.
Yeah.
Put down 50 because that's pricey. I'm buying a house, man.
No,
we're
each
gonna
100.
together.
No. We each kick in like 20
Are you
bucks.
freaking kidding me?
Yeah, we got 20 right here.
Hey, we've already got 50 out of Vicky. That's going to make a change.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah. You do your 50.
Yeah.
Great idea.
50.
All right.
No Mariners.
Let's get to this game. We got Jeff in Everett to take on Steve. Jeff, are you there, sir?
Yes, I am.
Excellent. What's he playing for today, Steve?
Sorry, I was about to leave.
I know you. I
There you
didn't
go,
get
Steve.
out yet, man.
Get back here, buddy. I know it's opening day, but you got to wait for the whole
Tickets
show.
to Tom Segura at the Moore Theater on May 5th. Go to KISW.com for all the details. If you want tickets to see Tom Segura, get them at Ticketmaster.com. Can I leave now?
Yes, you
now
can
you
leave.
can
Get
go.
out of here,
Sorry,
Steve.
I was a little thrown off because maybe we should put our money on the Baltimore Orioles.
Oh, yeah, they're like 3,000 to 1 or something.
1,000 to 1.
Wow. Yeah, but they don't have a chance.
Well, yeah.
All right,
Wow,
Steve.
it's still worth the chance.
Yeah, you're
All
right.
right, get out of here. You're right, Jeff. Everybody does have a chance. Yeah. For those playing at home, Jeff will have 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. Jeff, you can pass all you want, but you will only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
Yes, I am.
Which U.S. state shares a border with Ohio, Indiana, and Wisconsin?
Indiana.
No.
Illinois.
No.
Kentucky.
No. In which film did Michael Douglas play the part of Gordon Gekko?
Pass.
Who created the TV show Wheel of Fortune?
One more time.
Who created the TV show Wheel of Fortune?
Pat Sajak.
No.
Vanna White.
No.
Pass.
Which company designed and manufactured the 737 MAX 8 airplane?
Boeing.
Yes. Which horse race was first held in 1875 at the Churchill Downs racetrack?
Kentucky Derby.
Yes. Which year of the mid-'80s did the Chernobyl disaster occur?
1986.
Yes. 3 correct.
Okay.
Spent a little too much time on those early ones. Was really
Yeah.
close on those. I know they were on the tip of your tongue because I heard you almost say that.
I thought he was going to get that one with Gordon Gekko.
Me too.
He's probably going to be very upset when he hears the
I
answer.
know. I just get you get on there and it just goes from you.
Yeah, it's those nerves, the
Yeah.
brain farts.
Yeah.
So hopefully Steve will have a couple of brain farts of his own.
That's
Hey, Steve, are you ready?
Oh, yeah!
Which U.S. state shares a border with Ohio, Indiana, and Wisconsin?
Kentucky.
No.
Arkansas.
No.
Alabama.
No. In which film did Michael Douglas play the part of Gordon Gekko?
Oh, Wolf of Wall Street.
No.
Wall Street.
Yes. Who created the TV show Wheel of Fortune?
Merv Griffin.
Yes.
Nice.
Which company designed and manufactured the 737 MAX 8 airplane?
Boeing.
Yes.
Boing.
What horse race was first held in 1875 at the Churchill Downs racetrack?
That would be the Kentucky Derby.
Yes. What year in the mid-'80s did the Chernobyl disaster occur?
1985.
No.
86.
Yes. How many men have walked on the moon as of December 31st of 2018?
6.
No.
9.
No.
27.
No. What is the 3-letter shortened form for monosodium glutamate?
MSG.
Yes. Which pop star released the hit song Thank You Next?
Ariana Grande.
Yes. How many letters are in the Hawaiian alphabet?
Oh, 23.
No.
21.
No.
11.
No.
12.
Yeah.
Damn it. Sorry about that.
So late. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You win. 7-3.
Yeah, Jeff, not your best work, sir.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, you know what, Jeff? You calling again.
Yeah, you try again.
You try again, buddy.
I Another day.
All right.
Or try to win the prize by
No
calling back
Dakota,
in.
but then again, who is?
He still did better than Dakota.
Dakota, how many did you get today? Send us a text.
Somebody just texted, Dakota, is that you? This poor guy.
Yeah, I think it was just nerves.
He had 3 times as many corrected answers as Dakota.
You did figure out that there are 12 letters in the Hawaiian alphabet.
Yeah, buddy.
That's also the same number of men who walked on the moon as of last year.
Oh, really?
12 men.
As of last year, but nobody walked on the...
No, but it was just up until this point, like just in case if one comes out later on, if there's another person who ends up walking the moon, I don't have to worry about it.
Okay, that was a really lazy question.
It was. Well, I mean, just want to make sure there. Cover my bases.
As Deadpool would say, that was lazy writing.
Yeah, kind of. The U.S. state that shares a border with Ohio, Indiana, and Wisconsin.
Danny knows this.
No, I don't.
I think is it Michigan?
It is Michigan.
Yeah.
Look at that.
It's
Michigan.
Michigan.
There you go, Danny.
Thanks.
Yes. See, Danny.
Good job, Danny.
Did know it. Congratulations, Steve. You won with 7 correct.
That means caller number 7. Guess what you're doing? You're checking out Tom Segura at the Moore Theater. Caller number 7, 206-421-ROCK. That's all you got to do. You be a big winner just like that. All right, there's a new survey out there. They're asking people, besides me, when someone is too old to use slang terms like bae and hangry.
Okay.
Because I mean, I'm always going to be at the right age to speak the language of the people.
Yes, I know. You're on top of those things.
Yeah.
What's that one you like to say? You're on fleek.
I'm on fleek with this whole situation. You got it. They're saying when you hit 43 years old, that's when you should stop. 43. Once you hit 43, so Steve, you're getting there, aren't you?
Yes, I'm there.
So you can't use any of this stuff anymore.
But I don't. It's you. This is for you, BJ.
It's not for me.
This is for you, dude.
I'm grandfathered in, buddy.
I cringe when I hear hella. I cringe when I hear fleek. I bay.
Bay.
Hella's been around forever, though.
I know, but even back in the day when people would say hella, I'm like, that's stupid.
There's
and it's
even a
not
song.
hella stupid. It's just stupid.
You're not
Sorry.
feeling hell.
Wow.
Good, so
You're not
keep
grandfathered
on
in. You're just a grandfather.
That too.
Wow, thanks,
Well, if
Dan.
all goes well, yes, he is.
True. Get on it, Sarah.
Yeah, no, stay off it, Sarah, is really what we want you to do. So here are the top 5 terms that people find annoying, that people think that I shouldn't say, but I'm sorry. I don't really use this, and that's GOAT.
Greatest of all time. I
Vicky, you should have let him try to figure it out. It would have
I
been
knew it
great
was
to
of all
see.
time. I didn't know if it was great of all time or greatest.
Yeah.
I don't mind that one, though.
I mean, we don't get mad at Big Walt when he was at B2E.
Best to ever do it.
Yeah, we don't get mad at him.
Yeah, GOAT, I've never really thought of as being annoying. I don't know why, but I'm okay with that one. Probably I'm a wrestling fan, and Chris Jericho is all about being the GOAT.
That's what it is, yeah. Well, there you go. See? You're a little too old for GOAT.
Okay.
You'd be an old goat, actually. Bae, I've never used bae. Yeah.
I'm shocked you haven't.
It doesn't really, you know what, for fleek, I don't know why. Fleek and geek, it feels good to my brain, where bae, it doesn't do anything for me.
I don't understand BAE. What does it stand for?
Best I think it's an acronym,
Isn't it just short for babe?
No.
No, I think it means something. That's the thing.
Oh, see, me and my girlfriend use it with each other, but it's
For everything else. Or before.
Yeah, before all
Or
else.
anyone else. All
Or
else,
anyone,
yeah. That's right.
That's it. That's
Words.
what bae means.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Before all else. There you go. That's
Before
I knew it was an
anyone
acronym, yeah.
We use it with each other, but we're just joking. Like, we'll be like, hey, bae, like from the living room. Me and my girlfriend.
Oh, I was going to say,
Me and Joe, we use it all the time together.
You say you're joking, but now it's become part of your lexicon, so I don't think it's a joke anymore.
Fair.
I mean, my wife and I used to call each other, she called me dear all the time. I don't know why.
Douche. I was like, yeah, I don't blame her.
Is this really what it's going to be about, you and Danny today? Is that all it is? It's just like, a hate
Every
fest.
day. I
It's
love
opening day, damn it, between Rev and Danny and you. You're ruining my opening day.
Because you're a Red Sox fan.
Exactly.
Okay, fair enough. How about this, hangry?
Yeah, I use that all the time.
That one doesn't bother me.
No.
Yeah, it kind of does bother me. It's like, I never liked hangry.
It reflects a mood perfectly.
Yeah.
I'm so hungry that I'm pissed off.
Yeah.
Which is me a lot of times.
Yeah. So you guys
Yeah,
really
we
get
all-
hangry.
yeah.
I never get
Oh,
hangry.
yeah, I get really hangry.
Yeah.
Yeah. See? Okay. Fleek, which I think is the greatest word ever. Means you're on point. You're on fleek. It's such a great
If you're not a
word.
13-year-old girl, you shouldn't be using that term.
Hey, okay, hangry.
I'm not really even saying hangry. I just don't have an issue with it.
All right.
Fleek. Stupid.
I think fleek's an awesome word. How about clapback, which I don't even know.
Nah.
Yeah, that one's kind of dumb, but I think it means like somebody, like a retort.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It means someone comes back at
It's
you.
snapping
Yeah.
back at you.
Yeah.
So they call it a clapback?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I never even heard of that.
Yeah, it's because there's an emoji that looks like 2 clapping hands, so they'll put it in between each of the words, and that's the clap back. It's trying to emphasize on it.
Oh, I see. So,
Yeah.
so it's a punctuator going, ha!
Yeah, basically.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, you're clapping back.
Yeah, I never used that either. I only use Fleek, really.
Maybe you should start using all of these.
Yeah. Some of these are even lamer. They're just too lame for
You know
me.
what the funny thing is? Based on those 5 terms that you just said, I think Fleek is the worst.
Yeah.
I know, and I
Yeah.
think Fleek is the best. I hate the rest of them. And I hate all of you.
Well, there you go.
Oh, that's just rude.
All right, guys, here's some big news for you. Of course, we reported that IHOP was changing their name a couple months ago. That was big, not news. Well, we have another chain that's making a name change.
Okay.
It is Fat Burger. They are changing their name to Skinny Burger.
Oh, this is like a PR thing?
Yeah, it's because they're
They got like a healthy version of their burgers?
They have they call it popular, Skinny Burger. I didn't even know they had this, but it's been a while since I've been to a Fat Burger. And it's an inverted hamburger where he uses patties as the buns and puts the toppings in between.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
How do you eat that with your hands without getting all messy?
You have like a wrap with like the paper.
Oh,
You
so
hold the paper and you just kind of keep like almost like when you eat a burrito with the tinfoil wrapper. I'd imagine. I don't know for
I
sure.
haven't thought about that, but that could be a thing.
Well, some burgers are a little sloppy, so you do keep that on there. Like,
But still,
a
the
Big Carl possibly.
But the burger
what I
grease
hear.
doesn't get through the paper. That's the thing, because most paper the grease can get through.
They'll use like the little foily papers and stuff. You get it when you go to like a Five Guys or a Dick's or something.
But you've got the burger usually. Have you tried just having the burger, like you've got the bun and everything? Have you tried having a foily paper with the burger and not get your... Because I have, because I try to do the low carb.
Bro, I eat my burger so damn fast, I don't have to worry about it.
That's exactly what I was saying. Like, how long is it taking you to eat this burger?
Dude, you guys are eating with a bun, so of course your hands don't get completely wrecked. I'm saying try eating patties with your hands. It's a mess.
We're animals. We definitely would do that.
Okay, next time I'm gonna hold you to it. You're gonna eat everything with your hands. You friggin'
Oh my God, I
savage.
totally will.
All right, she will actually. Next time we have a big dinner, Steve, we're going to go to a fancy restaurant.
Dude, that
she
would
cannot
be
use
hilarious.
utensils. Let's
If all
make
of
her
a
do
sudden,
it.
like just Vicky's a little savage over there in the corner.
We got to
It's
take
just
it to
like,
canless.
Oh my God, a steak dinner, please.
Just grabbing the steak by your hand and just gnawing at it.
I will pay for that dinner. I will take you.
When are we doing it?
Bro, I'm into it.
Yeah,
I
I'm
could
in
not
too.
wait. What, you're going to eat
Finger
with
food,
your
right?
hands?
Well, I'm in, yeah.
You guys,
if
you guys
paying
would all
for
go to
it-
a canless, and if I paid for it, you'd eat like savages?
Well, yes. I would eat with my hands in a heartbeat.
I'll eat soup with my hands, dude. Let's
I would
do
totally
this.
grab a filet mignon in my hand and just eat it like
Yeah,
it's like
I think it'd be funnier with Vicky.
like a
doing it,
chicken
though.
nugget.
See, if somehow it's funny, it's funny.
And I'll
if
ask
Vicky
for
did it.
A1 dipping sauce just to be extra
Ooh,
douchey.
No,
Oh,
ketchup.
nice.
Ketchup's worse.
Okay. I'm only paying for Vicky.
Yay!
I'm not having you.
Boo.
Yeah, sorry, guys.
Best day ever.
Okay. Yeah, so that's what they're doing, man. And so they're changing the name to Skinny Burger.
But it's just
because
a
of this.
PR thing, I'm sure. They're gonna,
Thank you, Sherlock.
I know. Well, I'm just saying. Like,
Yeah, it's
how exciting.
It's a total
I
stunt.
wish they would have done like PH fat, like changed it to Fat Burger, but with a PH. I'd rather that than Skinny Burger.
Yeah, but that wouldn't.
I know, but it'd be funny and stupid.
Okay.
And this
People
is
should
just
stop
dumb.
using fat with the pH.
Oh, here we go. How old do you have to be before you can stop using the pH for fat?
It was cool in the 80s, right?
Okay. You know what? It is time for listeners on the
few
loose.
people want to watch Vicky with meat in her hands.
Dude, we make it like a pay-per-view or, one of
Oh,
those
I agree.
Twitch,
That's
and
why
we
nobody
can
wants
make
to
a
see you.
fortune.
Yes.
Okay.
People will tip like crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'll get that money since it was my idea and I'm paying for the meal.
Sure.
Yeah, but it's my face, my likeness.
I don't care who gets
get
the
a cut.
money as long as they get a free filet mignon.
Yeah. I don't see how that's happening for you, but you know what? You keep rooting for that. Unless, I mean, if the money from the video comes in, Steve, I might consider it.
Do you think they would kick us out?
That's a good
Canless?
one. Oh, Canless would
Canless,
have to.
absolutely.
They'd have to.
They have standards.
Now, the
What if we're wearing
Metropolitan
sports
Grill.
coats?
I'll dress real fancy. I'll put on the dress, the hair, the makeup,
Yeah.
everything.
The fancy
I'll rent the
bib.
tuxedo for this.
Oh, yes. Okay. This would be a funny thing if we could video this, but we'd be in trouble, wouldn't we?
With who? The Canless police?
The Canless police.
Who are we going to get in trouble with? We went there, we paid for food, and we ate it.
Yeah.
It's like, this is how the Europeans eat it.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
See, if Vicky's the only one that does it,
We could come up with a fake disease she has, like where, like they say, contact with metal or aluminum or silver.
oh, luminosis.
It causes her to have seizures.
Okay.
Yeah, or
So she
I'm allergic to
So,
it.
all right. So everybody doesn't eat that way, just her.
You still paying for my steak?
Yeah.
Jesus.
I still want it.
Why do I?
You opened your mouth.
Only you. You're the only one I said I'd pay. Then the rest of these these leeches are on board.
Well, then I'll just watch it from home on Twitch.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
good.
All right. Get those views up.
I'll give you the discount code.
That's an expensive steak for an experiment.
I agree. Right? Don't you think it's going to be multiple? I'm done talking to you people.
There you go.
Bunch of leeches.
Still a way to win here.
All right. It is time for listeners on the loose. Change the topic. Save me some cash. 206-421-ROCK. You can also text us at 77999. Whatever you want to talk about, your calls, your texts at 917 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
0.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. It's listeners on the loose. Brought to you by Beacon Plumbing, Heating, and Mechanical. Hey, Steve. Yeah. Stop freaking. Call Beacon.
Stop freaking. Call Beacon.
Yeah. Listeners on the loose, this is where you pick the topic. This is where you guide the show. What do you want to talk about? Something new, something old? You get to pick the topic. But do remember, whatever you're talking about,
show some energy and bring it. Otherwise, you will be gone. And we'll have to say goodbye to you.
Goodbye, old friend.
Just like that. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999.
So it says, BJ, it's opening day.
Yeah.
How could you not spend more time talking about baseball? What are your favorite baseball memories? Mine, Edgar's walk-off double that scored Corin and Griffey. Epic from Chris in Oak Harbor.
Oh, man. Well, you know, look, I grew up in the Boston area, and I can't speak to what the area is like now because the Patriots have become such an amazing team. But baseball was it. We had the four sports, but it was all baseball. It was all about it. So it just was our culture. I don't even know what to compare it to. It's like a college football town, and you've been there, Steve. And
yep.
You know what? Actually, one of my favorite recent memories is when we all got to hang out, you, me, and Joe, we all got to hang out at that underneath bar in center field at Fenway Park.
So much fun.
Yeah, that was cool.
The bar was great because it was set up so that you can kind of see through the outfield.
Yeah, right through the center field wall at Fenway.
Yeah.
And
then there was and then after the game, like they lifted up the garage door, and it was that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, there's so many great memories when you're in a town where they care about the sport to that level, like on a college football fanatical level.
Plus, they had the weirdest bathroom setup. They had urinals, but they had it so that like basically from I'd say the nose or the chin up, you can now look into the bar. Like you had a view of the entire bar as you're taking a leak.
Yeah, which means
they could see your heads.
They could see your head, so they knew what you were doing.
It wasn't like a secret mirror or anything like that. You're just kind of looking at people and you're just like watching the game. So you never have to miss out on the game. And you're just kind of like, yeah, these people know I'm peeing, but I don't care.
It's another reason why I wish I was a dude sometimes.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
Although, to be honest, I don't think I'd be able to see past it. I'm too
No, you really wouldn't.
Yeah, someone hold you up, and that's awkward at a urinal.
For everybody.
Yeah.
That's very, very
With
awkward.
With the shiwi, it gets a little weird, messy.
You know, mine is... it's not even a give on the game, but it was one of our opening day broadcasts.
Oh, yeah.
Back when we used to do them, I think it was over at the Pyramid Ale House. And it was a really fun one because I believe it was the same time we had the guys from Shaun of the Dead.
Oh, Simon Pegg and Nick Frost and Edgar Wright, yeah.
And I think it was the same one, but Grant Wistrom, former Seattle Seahawk, joined us and just started ordering pictures for him and I because you weren't drinking. And we're just sharing these pictures, and then towards the end of the broadcast, he just retires on the air after having one too many beers, and then stood by it. Like that was his retirement announcement.
I forgot about that. Yeah,
him all hopped up on whatever pale ale or whatever drink we were having, and he just like, yeah, I'm done.
Yeah. I forgot about that, dude. That was breaking news. Not that he wanted it to be breaking news on our stupid show, but Grant Wistrom was like, yeah, I'm done.
Yeah, I mean, it got picked up, too, I think, by one of those NFL Network things.
Yeah.
But it was pretty... It didn't say a drunk Grant Wistrom on a morning show. They just said Grant Wistrom announced this morning that he's retaring.
Yeah. Those were fun shows. Mm-hmm. We had some. We did a lot of fun opening day shows, and I do appreciate that. So I don't know, Rev. What am I asking him for?
Huh?
I don't think Vicky cares either, and Danny wasn't here. I don't know if there's any. I mean, do you have a baseball team in Albuquerque?
There's a minor league team, the Isotopes.
Yeah.
And that our favorite thing to do, because they were never that great, we would just go for 50-cent hot dog nights on Wednesdays. And it was just always a great time. In college, you'd go and get 50-cent hot dogs, get a beer, and watch a game.
Yeah, and sometimes it doesn't even matter with the game. It's just being outside. Like that's what I love about going to like Rainiers games, or even back when I lived in Linwood, going up to the Aqua Sox games as well. It's just fun to be at a ballpark.
That was a big moment for me because we got to actually go hang with Simon Pegg and Nick Frost. And of course, by the way, last season for Into the Badlands premiered. Nick Frost is on that. It's a great show on AMC. But anyway, they had never been to a ball game. They were like little kids. Nick Frost, when I brought him a foot-long hot dog, which is not that difficult to get, he said, "Hey, mate, would you? I've never had one of those." And I'm like, so I went and got him one. The look on his face, And it was unbelievable. He was like a little kid, like I gave him a Legoland gift certificate or something. I couldn't believe it. And then Simon Pegg was starting to actually get philosophical. Mate, I understand why it's such a big deal. It's a pub outside. Look at this.
And then I come over stumbling drunk with like double fisting beers. And like, you guys, baseball's awesome.
I think that's when he realized it was a pub outside. He was like, oh, I'm seeing this now.
Remember when you're looking at me like, Ixnay on the... That's all. They're like, get away.
Yeah.
I'm having a moment with these guys. I'm like, what's up, fellas?
Yeah. It was so that was a real fun moment because they really, really both wanted to do it, and we were able to make that happen for them because we didn't have tickets at the time. But I think I'm going to give Budweiser some love on that one because I think Budweiser actually provided us with the tickets
and also provided me with the alcohol.
Yeah, they did
at the pregame party.
Yeah. Oh, that was going to do the what do you call it? The Diamond Club.
Yes,
that is epic. You talk about an epic baseball experience. I've never experienced anything like T-Mobile Park's Diamond Club. You got to do that at least once in your life.
I would say if you ever have an opportunity where you have a few extra dollars or if somebody offers it to you for free, take them up on it because you have your own special place to get food and it's all, I say free because it's like you spend an arm and a leg for the ticket.
Yeah.
But everything is free. With the ticket,
and you also don't want to eat too much because they deliver food to your seat later on if you want to. Like you can order stuff, you don't even have to leave.
And if you pick a day where it's a little chilly out and you still have your jacket, you can stuff your jacket with pretzels, like I did.
That may or may not have happened, but it is a good strategy.
Yeah,
perfect.
Yeah. So I had pretzels to eat on the way home.
Yeah. So opening day today. Chris Sale versus Marco Gonzalez, and hopefully he has a better outing than he did in Japan. And it's 4:00, 4-ish, 4:05ish game time. Yeah, 4:10 game time.
Get there early.
Looks like the weather's going to be pretty decent. Looks like it's going to be okay.
I'm excited,
be a roof open day. We're going tomorrow night. The whole show. We're doing our annual show trek.
Somebody says, hey, guys, did you notice in the first scene of The Dirt, Nikki Sixx is holding a burrito and throws it? I think it's a nod to the burrito thing that I was talking about.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
We've had a few people say that there's a burrito scene. I'm going to plan on rewatching the movie.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Because I think I missed on a couple of other things. But they also want to know what we thought of Pete Davidson role in the movie. Rock on, bitches. Honestly, the one person I could have lived without was Pete Davidson in the movie. And I didn't hate it, but he felt like... It felt like he was playing a character in Saturday Night Live, like the costume. Maybe because you just know what Pete Davidson looks like. I don't know. I just wasn't buying him.
Do you think the character was necessary, or do you think just somebody else should play him?
No, the character was necessary.
Okay.
Yeah.
100% necessary. Very necessary.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah, it's a big
he has
character.
a big part, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh, the thing is I wonder if Pete looks like the guy, because the guy he doesn't at all. Oh, it's interesting.
It's a star power. You got Pete Davidson in it,
which is not a bad call. He looked very geeky and out of place. This guy, and the history of the not giving anything away, but this basically he's a record label guy that signs them,
signs the band,
and he just got the job basically himself. So it's like his first band that he signs, and I felt like, I wonder if this guy Pete just looks like the guy because he. Yeah, I like Pete Davidson, so I didn't mind him in the movie. I actually enjoy the kind of comedy that Pete does, but I can see how you thought that maybe no.
And I was saying tomorrow at 9:15 on our show, and just thanks to the beauty of Twitter, this guy's all over Twitter because he's loving the attention that his role is getting on The Dirt. The guy who plays Ozzy Osbourne, Tony Caballero.
What? Tony's going to be on?
He's going to be joining us, which is really cool just to see how much he's loving the positive feedback he's been getting from people because of that. The scene with Ozzy in the movie is the scene.
Yeah, he steals the movie, and
epic.
And he's really, what's he got? 5 minutes in the whole movie?
That's all he needs, man.
And yet he steals the movie. Really, you're right. It's a scene stealer that's all one of the big things we remember from the movie.
He plays Dewey in the Nickelodeon version of School of Rock. But now there's people putting out it just started, but there's a petition, and I've seen other people tweet about it, but somebody actually put the petition together to try and get Netflix to make an Ozzy Osbourne either miniseries or movie and have Tony be Ozzy.
Well, why not? Look, we all love the Osbourne. We love the Osbournes.
Yeah.
And we thought that was great. I feel like Sharon would probably, if they make her an executive producer, she'll do it.
Right.
Because you can make some cash doing that.
Yeah, and if one person said Netflix needs to make an Ozzy movie starring Tony, better yet, a series. Too many decades to cover in just a few hours.
And there's some dark times. It's not all going to be fun and games at the pool, if you know what I mean.
When I always heard, like, Motley Crue, when they talked about touring with Ozzy, they loved touring with Ozzy when Sharon wasn't there, because then all bets were off, including that scene at the pool. And that's you can find the scene on YouTube, or just watch The Dirt on Netflix, man. It's a fun watch. But then there was the different Ozzy when Sharon was on tour, where he wasn't as much fun.
Yeah, well, he was a family man, you know what I mean?
Right.
And then when the cat's away... Damn.
So I'm excited to talk to Tony. Because
so that's tomorrow morning?
Yeah. Tomorrow it's 9:15. We'll be talking to Ozzy Osbourne himself.
Nice.
Well, okay, Tony, who plays Ozzy Osbourne in the dirt.
That's it. You pick the topic, you guide the show. It is Listeners on the Loose, 206-421-ROCK. You can text us at 77999. We've got more of your calls and your texts at 9:33 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
0.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. It's Listeners on the Loose. You pick the topic, you guide the show. Let's go to Interstate Holler and Lacey. Holler, you are on The Rock.
The man, the myth, the legend. How the hell are you, my brother?
I'm doing well, buddy. Long time no here. What you got going on, man?
Well, great, my boy Steve.
What's up, boy Steve? That's right.
Wait, I got one for you, man. I've been hearing what you're talking about, odd things you've seen people do to get out of work and stuff.
Right.
I've got one. My buddy took it to the ultimate freaking extreme, BJ.
What did he do to get out of work?
5 years ago, we worked at a restaurant, which, I will not name, and we were getting hit pretty hard with lunch rush, and he's like, you know what, that's it. I don't want to work no more. And I'm like, dude, we got to finish our shift. He goes, no, he don't. He pulled out a damn knife, BJ, and cut the first inch of his index finger completely off.
They say that folks that work in the restaurant business, especially the chefs, are just out of their damn mind, some of them, and that proves it.
I mean, a resignation letter would have been better.
I think wow. And did he ever come back to work at that same joint?
Yeah, he did. But the thing was, when he told the boss that, he actually got to claim a little bit of L&I because of an on-the-job injury. So he was pretty much off work for about 4 weeks, and once it healed, he came back to work like no big deal. And I'm like, dude, I've seen people make up lies like, parents dying and this and that, but to cut off your own damn finger, I said, buddy, you got more balls than I do.
I feel like anybody in the restaurant industry, whether you're back of house or front of house, everyone's on drugs. They really
might have more balls, but he definitely doesn't have as much IQ.
Yeah.
It's really stupid.
And actually, Holler, I mean, you could have dimed him out. It's nice you did, but here's this guy collecting off L&I, and you could have easily have said, hey, dude, give me some cash, or I'm going to tell him that was intentional.
Yeah, I did, but I figured if you're man enough to cut off your own damn finger, I didn't see nothing.
There you go. See, that's that is the tribe I'm not a part of. Where I would just be like, you know what? I hate this so much. I'm going to mutilate myself.
I like this text. Is he calling from a farm? Because I smell BS. LOL.
Oh, you think?
You never know. Sometimes don't let the truth get in the way of a good story, right, BJ?
That's a good point.
Here we go. Here's a good question. Okay, guys, it's Keely from Everett. I just wanted to ask you guys what you thought about the great leaps that women's wrestling has taken in the WWE industry. Been a long-time wrestler myself. It's refreshing to see women taken seriously, not only as the Nitro Girls, an old reference. Thanks, guys. Excelsior.
But
it's pretty freaking awesome.
Now that we know that wrestling is entertainment, at that point, why wouldn't women be just as good as men as far as entertaining goes?
Because a lot of people still had a heart. There was a stigma. Then it was the bra and panties matches, but this is actually a really cool time with WrestleMania a couple of weeks away. For the first time ever, the main event, the last match, is going to be a women's match.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Really, I mean, it's been a great couple of years just building up to this, but it's Ronda Rousey versus Charlotte Flair.
Oh, that makes
sense. And also versus Becky Lynch.
Yeah.
So the three of them are going to be having a match as the main event, which is exciting times for anyone who's a fan of wrestling and wants to see the women's movement continue to grow.
How much is this? Do you equate to Ronda Rousey?
Oh, 100%. A lot of it.
So that was what a brilliant move on their part and her part to be part of wrestling.
Yeah. I mean, the success of having a person who is a pop culture figure outside of wrestling get involved and has been now wrestling frequently. It's not like she just shows up for the big event. She's there every week. And then Becky Lynch's success this past year has just been nuts. And obviously we love her here because of the relationship we've built with her. So it's cool to see her grow and become the big star that she is. And, she cut her teeth in Vancouver with ECCW back in the day. And it's really awesome to see what Becky Lynch has been doing these days. So I'm really excited for WrestleMania.
Yeah, that's awesome. I forgot about the fact that it was very it was very sensationalized just for the physical appearance as opposed to okay, you guys are just like legitimate. Let's just get this done.
You have talent and you can put on a fun match, and that's what it is now. It's great. Somebody wanted to know how'd you guys all meet your spouses? I'd love to hear those stories.
I met Steve's wife. He said, "Hi, this is my wife."
I met Kathy.
Yeah.
This one time she was throwing a drink at BJ, and I was like, "This woman's awesome."
Yeah. I haven't met Danny's ex-spouse. I met his girlfriend, and Rev's wife, actually, former listener. She was a listener of the show.
Yeah. She was a listener. Kept trying to take me out on dates on Twitter, and I didn't do it because I didn't think anyone would actually want to hang out with me. And
I made you.
Yeah. She came in for an in-studio.
Yeah, I was an intern at the time, and he was like, "What do you think?" I'm like, "She's amazing. You need to go out with her."
Yeah, I had to get the approval of Vicky because I didn't really think a girl would actually like me. Yeah.
If I had a memory, this was a time where he had another girl that was stringing him along and taking advantage of him.
It was a really weird time because, this was like the week before you set me up with the girl from Florida, Heather.
Oh, right.
And you're like, you love this girl because she watches stuff and plays World of Warcraft. And
She's
I was
a
like,
radio person from Florida.
Yeah, she's working with a buddy called Paul Castronova now in Miami.
By way of Boston. So she was basically like BJ.
Yeah.
And so I went on a date with her.
That's hot.
Yeah, not really. After I went on the first date with my now wife, and so it was just this really kind of weird, awkward time sort of situation.
I've had multiple women. That was awkward and weird about
Yeah,
her.
it really was.
He went from asexual to just laying it all down.
That's right. Slaying the ladies.
Sure, yeah.
That's awesome, though. And look at you guys.
And you're not supposed to date listeners, but Rev did, and it's worked out really well.
I always think that's such a stupid thing.
Well, that's because you never watched the Clint Eastwood movie, Play Misty for Me. You don't mess with the listeners.
What, the people that are cool and like what we do? Like, you're not supposed to date that person? I think that's it's such a silly
Not
thing.
if you want to get murdered, you don't.
I always have the radio people, the schmucks in this business that are like, don't eat food that the listeners bring. It's like, what do you...
Well, no, that's a dumb rule.
Yeah. All of that stuff. It's like, what? Like, you feel that you're above somebody?
Yeah.
Kiss my ass.
Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah. I hate people like that.
And I hate people that hate people, so you and I are on the same page.
I met my wife at a Foul Balls back in the day when we do those softball games back at the Red Dog Saloon in Maple Valley.
This is the most bizarre story.
She wasn't even a listener.
Yeah, that's what's so bizarre about it. And you were a lot heavier, too.
Yeah, she says I used to wear my fat guy shoes, which I still think were cool shoes. They were just Nikes, and they were black. I don't know what the hell she's talking about.
That's why I have a lot of respect for your wife.
I don't know. But so, her friend Jenny was a fan and a listener and wanted to meet me. And so... my wife's had a couple drinks at the time, and it's like, why don't you say hi? She's like, I don't want to say hi. So my wife, now wife, but then just came over and just kind of tapped on me and poked me. And I turned around, and I'm like, well, you can poke me anytime you want. You're hot. And so then,
was that an inside thought?
Inside thought.
Good. Still, someone just going up and poking you before Facebook. That's pretty amazing.
And it was her and her friend Jenny and her husband Tyler, and then another dude. So I thought they were just two couples that came over and say hi. So I was like, oh, it's really cool talking to all of you. Really hit it off with them. Kept talking the entire night. And then they went to the bathroom, and the dude that was, I thought, with my now wife was hanging there, and he kind of pulled me aside and goes, hey, just to let you know, we're not in a relationship. We're just all friends. I'm just, she's just a homie of mine. And I'm like, oh. And he's like, because I could tell, you guys are hitting it off.
That was nice of him.
So I shook his hand. I'm like, thank you. And then talked a little bit longer, exchanged numbers, continued bugging her, trying to get her to hang out with me. And eventually she caved in and went out.
Yeah, because she looks the same. Yeah. And you totally look different.
Yeah.
That's what I'm amazed by her is right, I could see right now you're in probably the best shape I've ever known you in. But before, it's like, I got to give her credit. She saw them. She sculpted you from that pile of putty that you were.
Well, that's the nicest thing you've ever said about me.
That was almost nice.
Yeah, I was almost nice. This is as far as I can go.
She just saw greatness, and it didn't matter in what shape or size it came in.
Sometimes that's what they say about a good spouse is that they can see that, even when it doesn't look like that.
And it kind of works with BJ's putty analogy too. She saw something amazing out of the putty and then molded it into something fantastic.
A smaller version of that putty.
Yeah.
Fantastic's a strong word. I don't think I'd use fantastic.
No, Rev's right.
I think workable. I think workable is how I'd like to do it. We asked Vicky how she met her significant other, but there's been so many.
No, we found her husband. He just texted in saying, I'm going to marry Vicky.
Oh, well, this is the day you could say how it all started.
Whether she wants me to or not. Yeah, that's right.
I was going to say, I met my significant other on Amazon. His name is Bob.
Wow.
He had 5 stars.
Oh, yeah. See, well, you know what? You did your homework.
Yes.
Yeah. Forget this eHarmony. Who needs that? You've got Amazon. That'll get you, Bobby. We've told my story. My story is
just don't get it.
My best friend was dating this woman who I thought was ugly as all hell, and I told him. And but then he brought her because I saw a picture of my wife, and I thought this woman and this guy deserve each other. They're frightening. And then,
you're so looks obsessed, man.
I was, and believe me, I know what I look like. So imagine how frightening these two must have been. And but he brought her into where I was working at the supermarket, and it was not a woman in the picture. I was like, whoa! But I'm an honorable guy, so I was just like, dude, good job, congratulations. And then he fixed us up with her best friend, but it turned out that we actually dug each other more than the people we were with. So eventually we got together. And then my friend,
the friendship ended.
He didn't like me anymore. Her best friend didn't really like her much anymore.
You weed out the weak.
Then he got into a car accident and died. So,
wow.
Yeah, at least I don't have to worry about him.
Yeah, car accident and died accidentally.
Yeah, it's a feel good story.
Gary Ridgway.
Right.
And her other friend is still alive.
For now.
Yeah, right.
There's a high school reunion coming up. I'm going to be attending that reunion.
All right, this is getting weird.
It's getting dark.
It's getting really
dark. Yeah. Well, you asked to hear my story.
Someone wanted to know: Did you ever write to a celebrity when you were a kid, and did that person ever write you back?
I just think of your celebrity running with Billy Joel. That's the only thing I ever think
I just shared that story with one of my friends that actually wrestling training, my buddy Ethan, and he's just looking at him, no, that didn't happen.
Yeah, it did.
But I didn't write him. I just went up to him and he told me to go F off. Which was pretty awesome.
Yeah, well, that's right there, dude. That's better than any letter you could ever get.
But I did write a celebrity. Well, I wrote the President of the United States when I was a kid.
That's right, you did.
It was, dude, I wish I had a picture of the... So Ronald Reagan got shot, as we all know, and that really bummed me out as a kid.
Oh, it bum anybody out.
I was like, damn it, why would someone do that? That's our president. So I wrote him a letter, and I drew...
How old were you? Like
when did the shooting happen? I
like in 80?
81-ish, 80?
Yeah.
So I was probably like 6 or 7 years old.
Oh, all right.
And I was like, I need to write a letter. But I also drew the scene of him being shot.
You drew that in the letter?
Well, just like him lying down.
Oh, my God. Why would you...
Was it a stick figure?
Yes. Of course. And crayons.
And you sent a letter of the president showing the scene in stick figures of him being shot.
Well, I mean, it was more like just the car and him lying on the ground.
Yeah, and your parents let this happen? What the hell's wrong with you? You think I'm dark? Dude, don't ever draw me anything if I ever get in a bad car accident.
There.
I just wanted to show how I could draw.
You drew the guy gets shot, and you draw a picture of him lying on the ground after being shot.
Like blood on the
Dear
scene.
Mr. President,
there might have been.
Next time I won't.
No, I said I'm really sorry you got shot, and I hope you get better. Something along those lines. I don't remember.
Right.
Dude, I was so...
I wish I could have been there when he got that picture.
I got a letter back?
From the president.
Well, from the first lady.
Oh, the first.
Please do not ever write my husband again.
Jesus, what the hell is wrong with you, kid?
You are almost as good as almost as bad as a terrorist.
I've been telling all these people to say no to drugs. Apparently, your parents didn't.
No, I got a letter back that just said thank you for the kind note in the picture. And I'm sure someone else wrote in. She just stamped her signature on it. But still, I remember getting that letter and being like, this isn't...
I wish I could have been there when they both looked at that letter and go, look at this whack job kid. Huh? Hey, look what he drew. What the hell's wrong with him?
Either this is a 40-year-old psychopath or a 6-year-old moron.
Dude, I wonder if they Secret Serviced your house.
I don't believe it.
Dude, you sent a letter. You sent a stick drawing of him on the ground after being shot.
But the letter was nice.
Dear Mr. President.
What Steve doesn't know is for the last 40-some-odd years, he's been tracked by the Secret Service and the FBI.
That's right.
Maybe.
I'm surprised you get on planes. I can't believe they don't. Jeez. Oh, man.
I don't know what to tell you guys.
I know what to tell you.
I was pretty heartbroken about it, and I wanted to draw it.
Well, next time, if you're heartbroken about anything, don't draw the scene of any crime.
Okay? Anyone else write a celebrity when they were a kid?
New Kids on the Block.
Nice.
Yeah, there you
Please
go.
tell me it was Donnie.
I just wrote them all as a group. I was like, can you guys please send me an autograph picture? I'm your biggest fan, and blah,
Did
blah,
they?
blah. No, they never received it.
Oh,
so needy.
I think you need
Maybe you should draw them a picture of them all lying down in front of a limo.
Yeah, that's it. This is what it'll this is what'll happen if you don't send me something back.
I think they actually had like an official fan club that you had to pay money for to get that kind of stuff. And I was just like, but my mom encouraged it because I was the biggest New Kids on the Block fan at like 5 years old. So
my friend Chris would always write all the New York Rangers, and it's like all of them would write him back and send like an autograph. And I started trying to write the New Jersey Devils, and none of them wrote me back.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the F, man?
My parents encouraged me. I had a giant fight with my father about this. And he was right at the time, but I was 7.
Okay.
He said, you know what? Because he knew I liked the show Lost in Space. He goes, you know what? You should really write to those people. And I argued with him. I can't. They're lost in space. They'll never get it. And he did not. I did. Oh. And it was a giant fight because, well,
how old are you?
I might have been 6.
Did you think it was a reality show?
Well, I just did. My brain was just not, I didn't care about the actors. I cared about the people. Like, I want to write Will Robinson. I don't want to write Billy Mooney. What do I mean, so that's what I remember. I just said, what's the point? They're lost in space. And then, yeah.
That's like maybe the sweetest story about you.
It's the sweetest, dumbest story because instead of me finding out about the truth about certain mythical figures that might bring presents, I found out that they really weren't lost in space. That they were still here.
So someone says I wrote George Lucas. Got a letter back. Don't really remember the reply, but it was super cool.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Somebody says Steve, you should submit a Freedom of Information request for his FBI file.
To see if that picture's still there.
See if he was being tracked.
That's right. You should know if you're being tracked.
Vicky, do you ever write anyone?
No, I really didn't.
No, not really.
Although I did see at the Burger King, we used to have the Burger King Kids Club, and I saw it at the wall at Burger King, and I wrote them in so I can be a part of the club. But it was fictional characters sending me stuff every month.
Oh, that's nice.
Nowadays, they can just get on their phones and like, tweet these celebrities.
Oh, I know. Isn't that amazing?
Right.
You actually can get, you can actually get retweeted and talked to by Chris Evans. You want Captain America to say what's up? He can do it.
Someone says, my girlfriend wrote a letter to Shaquille O'Neal. She said, I had a terminal illness, and he sent back an autographed picture. I really wasn't sick.
Oh, liar.
Wow.
Awesome.
Damn.
That's good stuff.
Wouldn't it be funny if it wasn't Shaq who actually signed it? It was somebody else.
We know you're lying.
Yeah.
Hey, Kobe, do it.
Hey, Kobe, sign this form. All right, here's a question. What do Ryan Castle and a booty call have in common? You're going to find out at 9:52 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW. He's the drunk in charge. Now, the Ryan Castle question of the day.
What do Ryan Castle and a booty call have in common?
Well, it certainly isn't the booty part.
No, it isn't. No.
I'm the Captain Flatbutt over here.
Captain Flatbutt!
No matter how many squats I do, I just can't get that apple bottom.
No?
Yeah. Have you tried twerking?
Huh? Oh, you can't twerk if you got no ass, BJ.
Well, you gotta start somewhere, and then it'll come. It's like, Field of Dreams. It'll be Ass of Dreams.
Perfect for opening.
Build it, and they will come.
If you twerk it,
I love it.
They will come.
Twerk it, and they will
does
come.
not sound right at all, so I'm just going to move on. I'm going to move on.
C-O-M-E.
Yeah, I'm going to move on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Danny secretly calls both late at night crying, which was texted in.
Yeah, that's true.
Makes it done both drunk.
Yeah.
Oh, those were the days. Oh, right, Ryan?
Oh, yeah.
Back when Steve used to drink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Both disappoint Steve on a daily basis, just like BJ.
Lots of letdown booty
Hey,
calls.
wait a minute. Wow. Well, I got two 29-year-old guys. They're from Illinois. They went to visit two women around 1 a.m. Thursday for a booty call.
Nice.
Or as they put it, one of the guys was there, quote, to mess around with the woman who lives in the house. And the other guy, quote, was supposed to hook up with her friend who was visiting from out of town. Well, it didn't happen because the guys wouldn't take their shoes off. And the women said, you want to mess around, take your shoes off? They said, no. There was yelling. There was cops. Are these guys stupid?
Take your shoes off. Yeah. You got to take them off to take your pants off, you dummy.
Maybe they have stinky feet.
That's a good point. Yeah, plus maybe bad circulation.
Right.
Yeah, all right.
Gout.
Athlete's foot. Want to thank Philip and Triton for sitting in and watching the show. Thank you, guys. Ryan Castle, he's up next. He's got a 12-pack.
BJ and Migs play of the day.
We need to be influencers on Instagram. We can get lots of free.
I know. How is it the influencers get to do stuff and it's not payola, plugola, but with us it would be? It's bull.
Because they have different rules, man.
I don't like those rules.
And you don't pose in your bikini on Instagram.
Yep, not
your
yet.
bikini, BJ.
Not yet, damn it. All right, Michael Jordan.
If I get a free bag of chips, I'll pose in a bikini all the time.
Yeah. I will buy you a bag of chips just to make you do it.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'll buy you one to make you not do it.
Right now.
Bidding war.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. Here's another question from a listener. Can I leave things off of a bankruptcy, like my car?
You have to list all of your assets and creditors when you file bankruptcy. So you would have to tell the court and the trustee that you have the car or that you have a car loan. You could say that I want to keep my car and continue to make my payments on the car. But the court will need to know that you have a car and that you may have a payment on the car. So by leaving it off the bankruptcy, if you mean that you cannot disclose it to the court, the answer to that is no, you must disclose it. However, that does not mean that you'll lose those assets. You'll be able to keep things like a car and a house in almost all cases, but you must disclose them to the court. But you'll need to continue to make payments on a house or a car that you intend to keep.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com. Thanks for listening.
You can tell when your car battery's dying. But with your water heater, you'll never know until it starts leaking. Before you buy another tank, consider a Navien tankless water heater. No storage tank to heat or leak. Lower energy bills and endless hot water for spa-like comfort. All backed by Navien's strong warranty. If your water heater is over 8 years old, it's time to check out Navien at tanklessmadesimple.com.
Count on